Do you guys want to start off?
Yeah, Cassidy, how do you view your role on this team?
I think first and foremost, my role is just to be a leader to all the younger kids on the team and kind of be a role model by example, but also the vocal leader with, kind of the bridge between the coaches and the players. So I'd say that's my biggest role. And then obviously on the court, like I know my role as a shooter is to, knock down threes and kind of space out the floor for everyone else to kind of driving lanes, that kind of thing. So that's, more of my on the court role, but definitely a leader.
No, I mean for you being a fifth year player, the younger girls see that. Do you think that kind of feeds off and kind of rubs off onto them?
Yeah, I think so. I think a lot of them look to me just for poise, and if they don't know what they're doing, they'll ask me questions, or if I start to see, them kind of get panicking in a way, I guess, I serve as that person that can kind of calm them down, let them play within themselves, and hopefully that, transfers to games and on the court for them.
So now in that role as a leader, looking at the next several games, you guys are going to kind of run through a gauntlet. It's going to be kind of a really tough time. So how do you lead your team, through each and every one of those games?
I think first and foremost is just letting them know that there's no pressure on us. No one expects us to win these games, which I think is kind of a blessing, so that we can just go out there and play free and we don't have to play tight. I think, it might be a little intimidating going up against all these ranked teams in a row, but I think it's a good challenge for us, and I think kind of relaying that to them and letting them know the opportunity that's ahead of us, and showing everyone that we can compete with these teams, and hopefully we can get some wins out of it.
This is a different Illinois team than you've seen the last 4 years, both in terms of their talent, but also in terms of their scheme. What do they do differently now that they haven't done before?
I think they have a lot of key pieces that they're utilizing really well. I think their new head coach has been able to take advantage of that. I think they got some transfers too, that they've really kind of found a rhythm. They've got some playmakers on offense that opens things up for their forwards and also some of their shooters too. So I think that offensively they're clicking a lot more than they have in past years.
Awesome.
And then, sorry, go ahead.
When you look at when you came in 2018, how much have you grown, both on and off the court since then?
I think I've grown a lot since I came in here my freshman year. I definitely didn't know what was ahead of me, and I didn't know all the obstacles, the highs and the lows that I was going to go through, but I know that I'm stronger for it, both as a player, but even in life after, and I'm going to medical school. I think that learning the balance of school and basketball is going to really help me with the workload that I'm going to have in the future. And then also kind of as a leader, I came in here and I wasn't very talkative, and I was a leader in high school, but I didn't really know what that meant, and it's a whole different level here. So vocally with communication and that kind of thing, I think that that's the biggest place where I've seen growth, and I'm really thankful for Purdue for that opportunity and to help me learn that, and I know that it's really going to serve me well.
And then going back to the thing about you being a leader in the locker room, you guys have had some tough losses as of late. How have you used your position as a leader in the locker room to sort of help the team get past some of those losses?
I think we know that we kind of yes, we're going to let it sting for a little bit, and there are a few losses that we want back. But, we kind of got to move on. I think that that's the beauty of what we did against Minnesota is Nebraska stung. We don't think we should have lost that game. We were all in the locker room, all really hurt because that was our game to lose. And then we come back against Minnesota and we, kind of put it on them, and we came out really strong. We had a few tough days of practice after that, and I think the conversations that we had in the locker room with the coaches and amongst the players really helped us, and I think that that growth was seen in the few days that we had before Minnesota. So hopefully we can move forward with that and use that in other games. But yeah, I just think the locker room talk of even when we're playing a tough team of just making sure that, the game isn't over until it's over. We have time to come back, or if we're up, we can't let up, which is what we've done in past games. So,
What courses are you taking right now, and what do you have your curriculum yet for your first year in med school?
I don't have or I can look it up of what the class I'm going to be taking, but I don't have the schedule or exactly when I'll be taking certain things or where. I don't even know where I'm going to be placed next year because IU has a campus system. But I am taking a virology class, a neurology class, anatomy and physiology, and then I am taking golf and then a planets class.
Every doctor has to be able to play golf.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, so yeah, I did some ones that will help me for med school, and then also some ones just kind of roll off just to do.
So now looking at your growth throughout this season, like with this brand new team that was kind of together really quickly, what have you been most proud to see?
I've been really most proud to see of how we all kind of interact off the court. I think in past years we've always had cliques and some people that didn't get along or people that were super close that didn't really hang out with anyone else. But off the court, even just from the summer, all of us were super close. We all got along really well. We all hung out, did stuff together without the coaches telling us to, and I think that we're all expecting that, hoping that would translate to the court, and I think it has. And we've all stayed that way the whole year. We all hang out, we all do stuff all the time, and then I think that really helps us on the court, and I hope we continue to build on that and just that team chemistry. And the more we play together, obviously, I think we're better on the court now than we were at the beginning of the year, just from getting reps together. But hopefully that serves us well in the long run.
Awesome.